Like Amma says, Amma always talks about the term ashram. Amma says, in Malayalam, shramam. Malayalam, means that. Shramam means that effort. That is what makes an ashram. Just because we lit the lamp or we planted the tree doesn't make this place an ashram. Of course, it is a very auspicious beginning to the whole process. But what makes this place an ashram? Because today it is MA Center, yesterday it wasn't MA Center. Just because we lit the lamp, it became MA Center. No. What makes it into MA Center is how we are going to utilize this place, how we are going to reflect Amma's teachings, Amma's message, and how we translate that into actions and benefit the society through that. We've already talked about this. I talk about three things. They say any experience, any situation is at three levels. In Sanskrit, we term it as Adhi Adhyatmikam, Adhi Bhautikam, and Adhi Devikam. Adhyatmikam is at the level of our mind, our self. Adhi Bhautikam is at the physical level, and Adhi Devikam is at the level that is beyond the physical realm that we can think of. The ashram also can be looked at based on these three levels. One, the ashram, we could very well utilize the ashram, the presence of the ashram that Amma has given us for our own benefit, for our spiritual growth, our personal spiritual practices, etc. Like Dayananda Swami mentioned, we could do prayers, we could do so many of these projects that we could initiate here. We have the potential to do that. This is like the launching pad for all that. Adi Bhautikam, the second level, it could also help all of us to grow as a community, as one family, for people who we know, who we love. All of us together can benefit from it. And three, Adi Devikam, for the billions who we do not personally know. The ashram should also be beneficial to them, and it becomes beneficial to them based on how we utilize this place and how we reflect that into the society. Our typical attitude always is my problem, or not my problem, and what is good for me, what is good for me. That's what we think about. I'm reminded of, most of you may know about this incident or may know this person, I don't want to take the name. He shared this experience with me, and few of us actually, about one of his experiences around Amma in Europe a few years ago. He was traveling, he was visiting some of the European cities as Amma was there, and he noticed in one of the city a crazy like person walking around in the hall. So he always felt there was something wrong with him, and he was violently dancing and things like that. So he labeled him as someone, a trouble creating person. He saw him go join the darshan line, go up to Amma. He just felt he should be around Amma in case this person goes crazy or hurts Amma or whatever. So he just stood next to Amma, and this person, as the bhajans were going on, he was dancing and he was violently moving as he was going up to Amma. And as he went up to Amma, and as Amma embraced him, he just went silent, and the darshan was very smooth. Everything went well, and Amma gave him orange, some fruit to that person, and the person just left. So this particular person who was sharing the experience was telling he was quite at peace now that everything went very smooth. A little later, he was again seeing this person go around violently dancing and making a lot of noise, etc. And then he saw he had this fruit in his hand. He just put it on a table and just left. So now he was concerned. Amma gave him this fruit, and he just didn't, make use of it. So he took the fruit. He went back to Amma and told Amma, you remember that crazy guy who came up to you and you gave him this fruit? He just left it there. What should we do with this fruit? Amma said, who said it was for that crazy guy? This fruit was for you, because you need this fruit more than him. So, and I'm asking you eat it. It's for you. So it's not that it's not my problem, or it's not just about us when we are here. Definitely, like I said, it is for each one of our spiritual growth that we can utilize this ashram. But we need to think about the community that we are as a family, and also how we can put in our efforts to benefit the whole society through the ashram that we have. So we really need to think seriously about this. And as I had mentioned about Audi, we have a lot of planning to do. We have a lot of things to implement. We have a lot of frictions that we need to smoothen over the course of time that we're going to grow as MA Center here. So let's all be prepared for that. Dayamrita Swami will anyway talk a little about some of the responsibilities that we need to take up. We have to form some teams and look into the various aspects of the ashram. And tomorrow we'll have a more detailed discussion on different responsibilities. But we'll have Dayamrita Swami just give us an overview of that, and then tomorrow we'll discuss in detail. Om Amriteshwari Namaha.
I'll be very quick. Just like as I was saying, we are graduating to the next level. So from an organization perspective also, we have been conducting satsangs in different people's home, and there have been satsang leaders. So we are going away from that, and we now will have a structure which is implemented in most of the ashrams around the US, where we'll have a steering committee, and the steering committee will consist of 5 members, and then we have different departments under the steering committee, and the department, there will be a coordinator or more than one coordinators for the different departments, like facilities, IM, then we have kitchen, then the ashram cleaning, and different departments like that underneath the steering committee, whom they will be reporting to the steering committee. And we are going to have those discussions tomorrow. What time is it? 11 a.m. So I would request those who are interested to help out, to come and discuss with the organizational aspect of that. But just want to announce the steering committee as per se, and it consists of Elizabeth, who's here, Keshav is here, he's sitting in the back, Samir, Bhuvana, and Hari. Hari, oh, okay. So these are the 5 members of the steering committee, and so all the departments will be under them, and they will be the kind of guiding the whole functions of these departments, various departments, and they will be reporting to Ramanji and me, the steering committee, and to the board of MA Center. So, if, as I said earlier, if one of you are interested, and please do remember, we have these roles and for responsibilities. Without having some responsibilities and roles, we cannot function, and that's why we are having this. And when we come to an ashram, there is no CEO here. You have to remember Amma's example. What does Amma do? Amma is in the highest position ever we can think of. But what she does is she serves each and every person who comes here. So as Swamiji says, she's like the CEO, but it's the chief enlightenment officer, not the enforcing officer. So it's like that. So our even though we have our responsibilities, it will be to help other people to reach the goal, and so we have to remember that. So please don't misunderstand that it's like a normal organization where you have responsibilities and roles, and so your ego goes up a little bit more because you're higher on the top. We have to think about from the bottom, not the more, Amma's model is the more higher you go, the more ego-less you should be, and the more serving you should be to other people. So that is the ideal, though it does not happen like that all the time. So we have to remember that all the time, and then this is the reason why we have a structure, because we can work in a much better fashion. So